Yeah, so I started investing in real estate and I went to a bunch of conferences and I learned all these different techniques. And one of these techniques was using your IRA or solo 401k to get better returns. And one of the things you can do inside of those kind of accounts is lend your money as a private money lender to other real estate investors who are doing projects. And so I started doing that out of my IRA and it grew quite a bit. And as a result of that, I thought, this is the kind of business I really like. I like being somebody who's looking at deals, but I'm not sure I really, really want to be the person doing all the deals. That's a lot of work. And I found that was an interesting intersection of my skill sets, that I could help somebody be successful in their business, help lend them some money, make a good return on my side. But sooner or later, I ran out of cash. I just didn't have enough cash to continue to loan. I didn't have enough soldiers to go out to work. So I thought, well, let's get together some money from some friends. We started a little company. We were all members of the LLC, and we're all voting members, and we were kind of learning how to do it. And I realized that was a really good proof of concept that this works, but it's not scaling fast enough. So I then formally set up a SEC Reg D 506C fund, which means I can openly, publicly talk about it and raise money from accredited investors to then use their capital to lend to real estate investors.
So I didn't know that you can also start hard money lending business through IRA. How did you figure about that?
How did I learn that?
How?
I went to a conference, and there's just different strategies that you can use to find different, to find other people's money. And one of those is saying, hey, I want to buy a rental property, but I don't have any money. But you go and find somebody who has money in their IRA. And you say, hey, would you be interested in lending me 50 grand, 100 grand, whatever the number is? And one of their options is they can put their IRA into a self-directed account. And not a lot of people know about that, but it is a growing concept. It's been around for 20, 30 years at this point, but it's gaining some notoriety in the marketplace. And it's a good way to get a little bit higher return and control what's happening in a way that you really can't do with the stock market. So it's a way to get exposure to real estate without having to actually, swing the hammer. In fact, when you're investing inside your IRA to buy a property or to lend, you shouldn't be swinging the hammer, because you would be created a prohibited transaction in that case. So you want to create an arm's length transaction with your IRAs, and what better way to do that than to lend to somebody else doing a flip?
So the people who don't want to invest in real estate, they can also make money through this asset class, which is like a lending that they can make around 10 to 15% or whatever the returns are. Perfect. I didn't know that. That's a great news.
Learn something new every day, don't you?
Oh, always, every day. So what's one of the super skill that you have that you use in real estate? Is it like you raise capital, or you do asset management, or you find properties? What do you do?
Good question. So I'm kind of the transaction engineer. So I like to help put deals together. They come to us and say, hey, here's the situation. We'd like to do this transaction. And sometimes you can, make a little different concession, get a different concession from the seller.